Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough. I'm Yoshi until 7, by the way, and you're watching my blind playthrough 100% of Metroid Prime for Beyond. There we go, I finally remembered the name. On the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Or Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, in the last video, we left off in the Vote Forge trying to do stuff, collect our lockables, our shenanigans, and gosh, who knows what. And during all of these grind stuff, we discovered that we were able to get a couple of secrets. Okay, that's a nice combo to do against those guys. Good to know for later. So we're using this teleporter to more easily check this tower, because we need to check this, because last time I looked at this, there was potentially a psychic platform we could use. So we're going for this now just to get that out of the way. Otherwise, in the previous video, we defeated another boss. I'm just going to show it off in the logbook, actually. I should be able to... I doubt it was on here. Zelios, which we got. So we don't have to go back, which is good. I think what I'll do is, once I'm at the end of the game, I'll just try to get as much stuff as I can. And if I cannot re-scan certain thing, or if it's like really close to the end, then we'll just wait till the end. But if we miss a missable scan, we're not going to care that we didn't get 200%. So... although we are aiming mostly for 100% completion, as you might have guessed, we are also trying to go for the big 200% completion as well at the same time. That requires us to use our stuff. Okay. As we go later into the game, we'll probably be able to spam missiles more consistently against these enemies. Alright. Unfortunately, you have to go through quite a bit to reach this area, but this main area I mentioned is the one where we might have had to come back at some point. Yeah, there was like this big hole we couldn't go through. But there was also something else on this in this area we had to figure out. There's a door here as well, but it's not till later. Now, because we are doing the save trick, if we don't find anything, there is once again the opportunity to use the save boost trick. By save boost trick, I mean, like, we can go in here, and if we don't find anything, we can actually just, once again, reset the game entirely. I know it looks weird that we are going into the same area again, but to be fair, I want to check just to make sure we did our stuff. Okay, so we could actually also do this from the main area as well, but I think this is slightly faster. Yeah, see, yeah, we definitely saved, because that was at the start. So now we could just exit, and bam. We don't waste any game time, and in exchange, we just get a quick loading screen before going in, and because this is Switch 2, it's pretty fast. So now we just load back in, and bam, we're back into where we were. But yeah, all real talk though, we went outside. When we first came to Forge, I could have sworn there were some psychic platforms nearby, so I wanted to check to make sure that that stuff was done, but clearly this area does not want to be fully explored, so now that that's out of the way, and off of our mind. We're gonna need to go through this big giant area in the middle instead. It's the only way we can get stuff done. And there's a spinner used for moving a container arm. Online, the arm controlled by a spinner set to move counterclockwise around the wheel. But we can't use it because we don't have boost balls. So instead, we're going to get on our cool Viola bike and get outside here. We have enemies to destroy, though. We kind of annihilated those guys, though. I didn't even get to check what is there. It is a Viola spinner currently in maintenance zone. Activate using the leaked bomb slot. Another Viola spinner. Yeah, this is the area where we straight up went through that tunnel just to get here. Okay, alright. Let's actually go in through the tunnel. Oh, wait. We have double jump. What are we doing? Just do that instead. Maybe we can stand on top of it. Okay, no, we can't. Okay, alright, hang on. Activate using the link bomb slot. Okay, well, now we need to find the bomb slot, wherever that is. Up there? No, wait. No, it's up here. I know it is, because we got a space jump, and we're probably supposed to use it. There we go. Hey, that took a little while to figure out. But we found it. And now we can actually use the Viola spinner the proper way this time. We actually checked the Viola spinner before this, but I don't think we were able to check it before. But now it actually lets us fully scan it. No, I think we've already scanned it before. Just like before, we can charge up. We're just going flying off of the area, and this lets us teleport out of the area finally. So in reality, we needed this to get back. Also, the enemies from there, they're probably going to be back when we come back. Like I said, likewise, I did check. Hardly anything in this game is actually missable. And since you can also scan stuff directly, it helps out a lot. So we'll probably just stay in our scan mode for a bit. Oh, we could just bump into this. And that gives us crystals. Wow. Okay. I assume our boost will then let us destroy this. Oh. Okay, that was the firing spot. That's not what I wanted to do at all. That's what I was trying to do, and it doesn't work. We need an actual concussive blast to do that. I'm really curious. There's so much stuff going on. What if we move further around the side, like really far around this area? We weren't able to explore this area greatly. Maybe because we didn't have the space jump boots and other stuff, so we kind of just casually walked over to the side. And yeah. Ugh. Okay. Mechanoid scalp butt again. Electric sight will activate it again. Wait. I don't think we've ever actually tried using this. No, okay. That's apparently not powerful enough to activate a thing. Good to know. So even though we have the psychic platform, we still need the psychic wave beam in order to activate that. I can't we just get a cool bike now to go across this whole area. This area is really hard to get across without the bike, but now that we have it, we can go really flippin' fast. It should make exploring the rest of the zone a lot easier, and if we stall, we could always just pop out or immediately out of the area. I mean, pop immediately off our bike and then just go straight back up to where we were before. Oh, we actually went over that gap. Oh, okay, now we're actually in Soul Valley proper. Yeah, we actually skipped Soul Valley entirely. We didn't do much here. Okay, but how are we supposed to get back to Fury Green? We kind of just got flung here by a side area. Not much happened afterwards. Diffused oscillation bass. So like a diffusion beam of some kind will destroy that, apparently. Oh, that's like recovery hearts, huh? Okay. Oh, I think I get what I was supposed to do here. Use the boost so we could jump over this gap, and now we're actually in the main area now. Alright, so now we can actually explore Soul Valley properly. So I guess Soul Valley is our next area to explore. Ah! We could just use our Fane instead. So I guess there's multiple ways to destroy this. This is how you're intended to destroy it, but if you have the bike, you can also destroy it with that, too. It's probably the faster way of grabbing that. So I guess we need to explore this area now, though, and grab some crystals, and wow, this area is massive. Holy crap, wait, this is... Holy crap, this is the big open world part, I think the game might have talked about. So that's the trick with this game. There is no true world or an area to go back. You just kind of get kicked into the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden Fury Green appears, and now you can just do stuff. Wait, why were there enemies there and then they just disappeared? Very, very odd. Maybe they will appear again if we wait in this mode for long enough. I guess we just have to wander around then. Oh, there are enemies. Hat morphology, Kavera, a succulent variant that stores large amount of fluid in its parenchyma. And the outer skin is exceptional laxability and strength. It is breakable. Oh, we can break it with a missile. What if we bombed where it was? Okay. I guess we could also destroy it with the Vela. Okay. Well, this is cool. Suddenly there's a whole massive open world to explore? How are we gonna even remember where all the crystals are? If we have to actually get crystals for upgrades, this is gonna take a while. I think the only logical conclusion is to maybe explore this open world a bit more, try to get more out of this game, see where all the stuff can be found. Oh, and another enemy. Oh. Hey, we got it this time. Waiting for morphology, go back. Varied variant adapted to the arid climate of Soul Valley. Naturally curious, they'll instinctively trap objects of interest. There we go. This is actually really far down. We might probably still missing a few things, but we'll probably get more stuff as we go. Okay, maybe we can space jump up here to this gap. Okay, that was pretty easy, actually. Ooh, this is different. Insert device using technology for both machine and psychic error. Lock unit to enable item transfer. Oh, our heat lock. Ugh. We keep running into all the heat locks in the world, man. It seems like every single lock that I've met so far has been heat, heat, heat. We really need that plasma beam, I guess, if we want to have any hope of doing that. Oof, we nearly fell off the build. That would have been not great. But that really does get me curious. What if it's like the third game where you just take damage? They surely couldn't kill you instantly. Okay, well that revealed a marker on the map for later. Or we could just hit that. And run into those to get some more crystals. So I assume that we're collecting crystals. We need those to collect stuff. So there are so many places where you can go now, and it doesn't look like the game is giving us any hints, but the game also should eventually give us hints. Just like our Metroid Prime games, if you wander around the same area for far too long, they'll eventually give you a hint as to where to go next. I do have an idea in mind, actually, though. And that is to actually explore whatever the frick this is. Jeez, this one area is so massive. You'll find so much stuff here. Organic morphology. Sand shred hide. Nest formed from fiber and sand. Vulnerable to explosive impacts. Insect morphology. Sand shred. Insect relative of the shred family. Natives of Sylvania. Attacks using axe frets using a sharp thick needle protruding from its mouth. Okay, I came over here because I wanted to see if we could use our space jump to find some new items here. Now, I thought I got rid of you all. Yeah, buzz off, mate. I'm trying to do stuff right here. Okay, we can at least scan this, but we can't see anything else. Federation cargo crane for loading vehicles brought here with the Lamont teleporter went out of control. The arm rocket in the socket at its base could be released with a powerful burst of beam energy. Maybe this. Oh yeah, okay, we can, okay, it looks like we can activate this with the control beam, because it had that same control beam effect we saw earlier. So we'll hit this. Whoa! Alright. That just lowered it down. Now what do we have here? Connector for cargo cables fitted with a grapple point. Okay, we did all that just to get a grapple point again. Oh boy. Guess we're not going there anytime soon. I like how we get to see all sorts of things around this world just for exploring that we wouldn't see anywhere else. DIT tactical front deployed to the UTO Research Center. No sign of its Federation crew. Its front tow hook scrappable using the psychic lasso. Okay, so that reveals a new thing we'll need. The psychic lasso. Let's see what it is. Okay. Looks like we can't go up here. But that did reveal an important interest point for later. However, that's not what we want to do, because we actually want to go elsewhere. Because if we want to really get this done quickly, we need to go back to the different areas and get stuff. One of our first upgrades, though, that I noticed in the setup can be found back in the very first area, Fury Green, and we also missed an upgrade while we were here, so We're gonna try and go back there first. Because now that we have the ability to explore the world, we should be able to also go to Fury Green. This game seems to have a lot of open knowledge though, so gosh knows where we actually need to go and where the game thinks we should go. Who knows, honestly. I assume when our beam becomes stronger, we can also destroy those too. I'm assuming those crystals will be important later. For now though, I guess we're just gonna focus on charging into crystals whenever we see them. Need to boost at least a little bit. Just enough so we can actually run in and grab these. We can also just line up and charge into it. Alright, here we go. We're gonna finally go back to Fury Green after a little too much waiting. It's so weird. Our scan button that we must use to get back in is also our brake button for some reason. Yeah. Oh, they're just charging right into us, I see. Oh, I just realized the icon on there turns yellow when it's active. Pottery crafted by ancient Levant pharaohs, used as a decoration or to hold offerings. The pottery is hollow and can be shattered with little effort. Meaning we can shoot them down for upgrades, basically. So yeah, remember this first area? Yeah, we're gonna go back here now. So just like we can teleport to other areas in different areas, Soul Valley happens to be our main teleporter hub to go back to other areas, because now by going back here, we can literally arrive back on Fury Green again. Just back at the first area again. I don't know what happens if we take that, but we've already taken that before, and we know it goes somewhere else, so we'll just go into here, I guess. I don't know where else to go. It does look like we're going a little far out of our way to get stuff, but believe me, we probably need the upgrades. Maybe we'll find something here. Crawler next to you too. The last city of Fred did pass. Highly flammable. Once again. Seems like we need some kind of flame. So we'll probably have to come back once we get some kind of flame weapon. But we're coming back here anyways, both because we missed something and because we need to do other stuff. Okay, so this is like our loading screen to get into the big area. Again. So, we're pretty much back where we crash landed now. Except we're at a different spot. Okay. And sure enough, because we're no longer in Soul Valley, we cannot summon Viola. Only time we can summon it is when we're in the Viola Spinner room area. I assume that's to keep it fresh. Of course, now we have space jump. We can access a lot more things here than we could. So we're basically gonna do a full area coverage of this area again. So yeah, get prepared because this is probably going to be a bumpy ride, and also these Grievers are back and they're now actually a legit normal enemy now. So yeah, we need to be careful of that. It's our first time returning to the area. This area, enemies were quite dangerous before, but now a bit more stronger, so that should help us out a bit. Not gonna lie, Fairy Green looks really cool now. Well, it's always what's really cool, but like now it looks even funner now. Just shooting them like that is actually just as quick as defeating them normally. I know each area has its own set of collectibles, by the way, but it's gonna probably take a while to find those. The main reason we're coming back here, though, is not just for other random stuff. It's because we saw quite a few psychic platforms, in particular in Fury Green, and we want to grab some of them. So that's why we're coming back here, because we are actually not wasting our time. We are going to get some upgrades here, and that starts in this area here. This is where we can find our first mist upgrade we didn't get to access before. And also something else important happens. Oh, I just realized that weird machine thing is gone now, so maybe, just maybe, there are more missable things than I expected. But there might be another spot for it. Okay, here's our mist scan. Immerse you from the sacred waters. The temporal memory shall then bless the purified Vamorn. The absolution to my Vamorn Revelant. You are welcome within the sacred space, that you must first cleanse yourself. Water from the spring, rain it down upon your head, and with both hands become purified. May the sacred tree be always with you. Exerted from the third slate. There we go. Now we got what we missed. By the way, I am going to check a guide, just not towards the end. Like, once we are doing our cleanup. So we can tackle each item one by one. Oof. Somehow we didn't even dash, and somehow he barely missed us. Okay. Alright, here's our first upgrade. For realsies. So we came back all the way here to grab this, but there's also some more psychic platforms elsewhere, so we can keep exploring Fury Green to get more stuff. Starting with, I forget, does this area have something? We explored it already, so I know there probably might be something here. Okay, there's a scout bot we can't activate, so that means we'll probably have to come back way later. Guess nothing changed here, really. Yeah. Fortunately, nothing changed here. So I guess the scout bot in here is the only thing that activates. Alright, I guess we'll need to get an electricity beam and some other stuff before coming back here, but looking at it now, it might get to the point where maybe we should just explore the other areas, but I do always get worried, though, when we don't return to another area for some time. It could take a really long time to get back to it. We also don't know which areas are, because I thought this game was linear, but, yeah, that open world we just saw kind of blew my mind to, well, the beyond. What else could I say, actually? Literally blew my mind to the beyond and then some. So, yeah. That means we can kind of just go to any of these areas whenever we want. There better be some kind of fast teleport, by the way, because considering how far we're out of the way we're going, it might take a long time to get stuff. again, because we're doing this mostly blind, the only thing we can really do is just keep like, re-exploring the same areas we've already explored before a couple more times. Until we can get through that. So this is basically just like the other area, except now there's more of these stupid annoying enemies by the side. Alright. Been a while since we gotten to save, but we better save. I assume if we do transfer to a new area, that does update our autosave slightly. We're pretty much going for this whole area backwards now. This is where we had to rescue the dude, and now we're back the other way. That's too many dudes. Of course, now we have the space jump boots. We could just jump up here instead of having to go the other way. Oh, this is different. Isopod chorus, all life signs of seas. Even though we're going through areas the second time, we could still find new scans, even though they're like not in the scan logbook or something. Alright. Nothing here. The main reason we're exploring these areas is because we never know when there might be an upgrade we have missed. Okay, this time we're gonna run away, maybe? Drop bombs to try and make them screw off. What else should we do otherwise? Okay, good, we escaped. Nope, we have to go back into Morph Ball right away. Unfortunately, this game doesn't seem to have that weird, tell for the when you're close to a missile expansion and whatnot, so who knows if we've missed anything here or not. Okay, well, we got some more missiles back. Alright, that leaves only one other possible option. That is to go back here, but we also have a reason to go back here, too, because we just got a bunch of crystals, so now we can probably transport that over. Okay. And of course, we finally got that missable thing we missed, rather. That's the area where we had to fight all those dudes. Of course, we do remember this a lot, because this was the area where we first had to fight these fiery dudes. But it was also a zone that was showed in the preview for this game, which is really cool. Just back off, mate. My goodness. They were so persistent, I tried to throw a missile at them just to not have them bother me. So this area's basically gone from being very peaceful to now there's these stupid enemies literally everywhere we go. They've pretty much taken over the entire Fury Green area now that we've taking out that plan, and yeah, all chaos is breaking loose. Hang on, activate this. Because we couldn't have. Yeah. Control system for the machine era manages power for the and functions as data storage terminal currently online. Okay. Mechanism: Galactic Federation Converter. Transfers alien data into ones usable by the Galactic Federation. It's wirelessly connected to the nearby Lamorne device. What's this? Ration hard casings of a fully tail. One tail leg appears bowing and a case is being used as a substitute. Can scan this too though. Galactic Federation hologram projector emits a 3D hologram of model data. Contact controls enable functions such as enlarging or shrinking the hologram display. Okay. Oh, I just realized we can also look at the map and see what we need. Yeah, okay, there's Alter Legacy. I don't know what this might do, actually, though. So, we're gonna save our game first before we actually use this. And now that we have saved our game, we're gonna go all the way back in. We're gonna pop out over here. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. This is kind of Samus's bite. I don't think she's gonna give that to you easily. Probably not for a while. Okay, now we can actually deposit stuff here. So this is what we actually really wanted to come back here for. So we just got a bunch of crystals. And I was gonna deposit some here to see what the heck happens now. So we just deposited crystals. So what's gonna happen now? Ooh, something interesting happened. What does this have? Align the energy converter with green energy causes the altar to illuminate. The illumination will grow as the sacred tree absorbs more energy. That's telling us that as we get more stuff we need to get for this area, we might get more upgrades. And of course we can interact again, but we don't have any crystals to deposit. So this ends up being our major area where you need to go for that side. Okay, then. Cool. Interesting, to say the least. Sad to say, I don't think we can actually get much upgrades. I think the only one we could find, clearly, was that other missile. We've seen other psychic platforms before, but they were mainly in the open, that we couldn't find anything else to do with them, so... No time like the present, we're gonna have to go to the next zone again.
Samus, welcome back.
Alright.
Catch you later.
So Kenzie is basically like our main assistant here. So we'll probably have to come back here once we have more upgrades right now, but for now we'll just use this. Oh, I should have known. This acts probably as a fast teleport to our next area. So, just like before, we could use this again and just get shot off to the beam area. The only reason we didn't do it before is because I knew there was an upgrade we could get on the way here. So that's why we did this like this way, because that way we can get the other stuff done. By the way, it does feel like we are just exploring around the open world, but to be fair, it was our first time in Soul Valley in a while. We kind of had to explore it, because, like, who knows what's happen. Who knows what might happen, and it's not like it ended in badness. We did get a nice missile expansion, and now we can go around and collect some other stuff, maybe. And now we're back to where we are in Soul Valley. And this time we're going to leave this part, because I don't see what else we can do here. Alright, so I guess from here, we're probably just going to go to a different area. Alright, if I can't summon Viola yet, I'm going to go to the Morph Ball area for a bit. Okay, now we can. But our speed is limited, of course, since we're in a weird area. Alright, no other place to explore, really, but Soul Valley itself. We've only explored a little bits and pieces of this area. Yeah, okay, these are already green energy crystals we've seen already. Strain Nose just grants us missiles. We could probably just double tap boost to then make our hitbox wider and get those a lot easier if we choose to do it that way. Yeah, like that. That's more like it. That's what we should be doing. Ooh, this is different. Oh, actually, I changed my mind. I want to grab these green energy crystals first. I want to make sure those are collected before we do anything else. Scan this first. Psychic Lift. Store activator that operates using psychic energy activated by using telekinesis to move the psychic stone. Sculptor of the Kosh of a bone priest and sculptor. His gaze is directed towards Chrono Tower. Whoa. This is different. Where are we now? Kind of just went somewhere else. Psychic door. To enable its speed center, use telekinesis to hit the psychic dome from the top of the door to its sensor. Oh, but it's covered in webbing. Okay, hang on. This is a secret for later. We can't do it yet, because we have to do other stuff. So we wouldn't be able to use it, because we need our stupid flame beam. Seems like a lot of stuff is locked behind getting the different beams. Okay, in that case, we should probably just go for all the teleporter keys, I guess. I don't know what else we can do otherwise. Gotta make sure we actually grabbed all those. It's so easy to accidentally miss one of a bunch and then forget stuff. Okay, well that at least marked something on our map. So now we know where that is. So every time we find something new that's important, we can mark it on our map, or it just does that automatically, rather. I like how we could just go on a bike collecting all these random green crystals around, man. So cool. Oh, this looks different. Tick Federation, sinking on detected beneath sand surface. Its source can be freed with a strong pull, which we do not have. Elevator to Chrono Tower. Entrance to the Vault Forge. There are psychic icons on here. I think that's actually where we're supposed to... I think that's the game's way of telling us go there, probably. Also, wait. I think we could just throw this at them. Yeah, maybe, yeah, we could just do it that way. We're destroying all of these because apparently we need to feed that green beam thing a couple of stuff in order to get upgrades, probably. We are going for all the upgrades, so that might take a while. Basically, that means whenever we see green energy clusters, we must go for them right away. And the ones that cannot be done right away. We can always come back to those later. Alright, well... yeah. This is different. Oh, this is just like the other Grievers, but now they're sand instead. This is a Griever variant adapted to Sil Valley's desert climate. My other Griever type is extremely agile and highly aggressive. Point taken. Let's, destroy them. It's more tankier than its Sil Fury Green variant as well. By a long shot. We can scan this. Pedestrian door for the vehicle gate. External circuitry is damaged, causing sort. With its central functional, the door cannot be opened. We must find a different way up there then. But we're still getting attacked by enemies. This is clearly where we're supposed to go. Anything with a purple key usually means we have to go there. So yeah, I guess we have no choice but to keep getting keys now. We got the second key. So now we need to go and get the third key quickly. While continuing to scan everything and make sure not to miss anything. Leg for Galactic Federation Heavyweight Golem. Movable parts appear undamaged. Expectation of normal function when attached to the body over 90%. And another Psychic Boost sale. If we can't go over there, then how are we supposed to get up there otherwise? Oh, okay, now it's more obvious. Yeah, we just got the Psychic Space Jump, or Psychic Jump Boots, jeez, Psychic Boots. We're supposed to use that to get across. That makes more sense now. See, we can go here. It just took a bit of practice. Good dash. We still only have 3 energy tanks, unfortunately. We picked so many up at the beginning, and then we just couldn't find any. Alright. Kind of staring at them there to see if we are going into a new area or not. Large elevator for wheeled vehicles. Connects to the Skycram. Touch the central hologram to operate. Oh. Apparently Samus could be the vehicle as well. So I guess we're going up here now. Alrighty then. Skytram for wheeled vehicles. Transports loaded cargo vehicles between Sil Valley and Ice Belt. Online and operational. Alright. Okay, apparently it could just transport us for some reason. Alright. I'm still staring at that save screen, by the way. If we don't get a save station, we'll probably keep going until we find one and then stop at our next save state. Oh, okay, here we go. We loaded into a different area and it caused the game to save, so I guess the autosave will have to work here. Alright. This is our second major area of the game. Voteforge was kind of short, actually, all things considered. Okay, and now we get to see where we need to go in here. Quarantine chamber. This is just like where we had to fight Fardus before. I wonder if that's who we're gonna have to fight this time, or already destroyed them and we're gonna have to fight someone else instead. Interesting. Alright, well, the game's saved, so I think that's going to be where we call it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe for some more content, and until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.